Happy weekend, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mayfield Cardinal Flashback. We're going way back in time this week. This is the 1965 Tilghman game, and I'm going to just tell you right up front the quality of this is spotty. I think the film got warped in places, so it goes in and out of focus, unfortunately. Maybe if it were played back on a better projector, it might be, we might have better results. But it is what it is. This was, as I said, 1965. The players on this team graduated in 66, 67, and 68. Bud Kwok is the quarterback, and Tilghman is in white, Mayfield in the dark jerseys. And I think this picks up early in the game, maybe in the first quarter. Well, that was ugly. Mayfield's on defense. And Tilghman is punting. So I don't know if this is Mayfield's first possession or not. That was Bud Kwok taking the punt. And Mayfield's backed up on its goal line, it looks like. Mayfield would go on to win this game 27-7. It was the first victory over Tilghman since 1959, and it was the first of 3 straight victories. It was my senior class in '68 that lost to Tilghman, which is better forgotten. So we'll savor the victories as we have them here. I think that was Dennis Williamson, number 33. Bud Kwok on a keeper. I think Mayfield had a lot of injuries by the time this game rolled around, and they had to get creative. That's Bobby Bennett, number 82, that just caught the pass. He's one of the co-captains. Other seniors, some of the seniors on this team, Larry Key, better known as Heckle, number 25. All 3 Kendall brothers were on this team. Charles, Roger, and Ned. All 3 of them were on this team. Terry Thomas, number 64. He was fairly small, but was a vicious defensive tackle. So Mayfield scored, and just kicking off. Tilghman not handling the ball very well there. Number 73, the big guy, Mike McClure, was Mayfield rarely had anybody over 200 pounds, but Mike McClure was a big guy. Number 10 is Richard Chapman. You'll see him in the defensive secondary quite a bit. He was a sophomore. And number 88, John Sharber, you'll see him on defense a lot. He was also a sophomore. So Tilghman picked up a first down. Number 65 is Joe Slaughter, also a sophomore. Despite the sophomores on this team, Mayfield only lost 2 games the entire season. They lost to Murray 13-12, and they lost to top-rated Hopkinsville 12-0. and I think this game effectively knocked Tilghman out of contention for the West Kentucky Conference. So once again, I apologize for the quality of the film, but I think it's worth showing just for the historical value. It's the oldest film that I digitized, and it appears to be the oldest film that's still at the high school. And this might be a good time to mention that if you like Mayfield Cardinal football action, you can order the DVD, Mayfield High School Cardinals, The Making of a Dynasty, at mhscardinals.com. So I don't know if Tilghman scored there and we just didn't have it, or whether this was the end of the half. It's David Morris, number 20, a sophomore at the time. Nice run. And number 30, I believe, is Rodney Holmes. He's a senior. And that's Len King punting. So like I said, Mayfield won this game 27-7, and it was the first of 3 in a row. They won in 66 and 67. That's Mike Linebaugh, number 11, holding, and Gal Lakoski kicking the extra point. So that's about the end of it. We're getting close to the end. And this is great. Mayfield got a turnover there. So we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.